Hello, guys. It's your pontiff, Archibald Chesterfield the Third, AC3, and we're doing the Archie Luxury Screams. How are you guys today? Guys, what can I say? What can I say indeed there? Wristwatch talk, talking watches, life, anything, including concrete boats. We've also been talking about concrete boats. That's correct, guys. Concrete boats. Yeah, concrete boats. Yeah. So we'll see how that kind of works out there. The concrete boats. You remember the concrete boats, don't you? Yes. Yes, concrete boats. Okay, guys. So we're back here and we are ready to perform. We're here to perform. We are the performers. It's entertainment. Guys, we got some super chats coming in. Frozen Yukoner, $2. Wednesday afternoon with the pontiff. Hello, Frozen. Hello, Frozen. What else can I say there? It's all going pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. It is a Thursday in Australia. I'll show you what it's like in Brisbane. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look into my courtyard. Yep. And it's got a bit of a rain. It's raining, guys. It's raining. That's right. There. It's raining. Yeah. Yeah. The bees are in the box. They're not leaving their home, the hives, because it's raining today. Yeah. So started welding foundation for my concrete boats. Hello. So, guys, let's get this show on the road. I had a phone call from a friend of mine last night. He rang me and said, Arch, I want to buy, he said to me, Archie, I want to buy Explorer 136mm, the new one. This guy's in England. It's £5,150 retail. And you know what? It's over £8,000 in the United Kingdom. And I said, please slow down. That's expensive. He's got a bit of emergency money, £4,000 emergency money, and he was going to sell some hi-fi equipment, and he was going to sell his own. I said, man, slow down. This is not a good way to go. Don't sell off stuff. Don't sell off stuff to buy other stuff. That's right, guys. It's not a good idea to do that. Fantastic. 1872, £5 for Archie's concrete boat fund. Thank you. Concrete boats. Absolutely. Concrete boats. Concrete boats. What do you think? And we've got MRG 1911, $10. Arch, the opening to this show is wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, man, that's cool. I'm glad. That's from the Soft Lounge. And what they do is they get classic 60s kind of melodies and put some movies to it, period correct movies. And I love what they've done. I'd advise you to go and have a look there. Riviera Playboy. That's one of my favorites there. Just checking in what's coming on here on the scope. What's happening in the world here? Just having a bit of a sticky beak. Sticky beaks. Paul, bring Dis in cameo. Tell him who the boss is. I don't know what's going on with Dis. Haven't seen him for ages. We'll have to see if he can come on. So, guys, the floor is open. The link is posted. You tell me what you want me to do. So, as I was saying, my friend was looking at getting an Explorer 1. You know what? I said to him, I don't think so. Don't do it. He's not that well off. It's a big price to pay. Do you like paying overs for these things? I get it. The Submariner, the Daytona, the Pepsi, the Batgirl. Yeah, you got to pay a premium. I get it. But even for a lousy Explorer 1, massive premiums? I don't understand that. I really don't understand it. It's disappointing. By the way, guys, if you like soft tempo, check out Jerry's Lounge. That's another similar sort of theme YouTube. I love it. I reckon it's an amazing channel. Look, I've opened. People saying Dis wants to come on. Yeah, that's okay. Dis can come on. I have opened it. I've opened the super chats. And I've also opened. I'm posting the link. I don't know what more I can do. If he wants to come, he can come on. It's 2 a.m. where he is. That's the problem. Ken Fresno, Arch, you are the bee's knees. Can I tell you this? Can I tell this? Hey, man, that's cool, man. They're welcome on. They're welcome on. Come on. Come on. There's no problems. Pound the drums. Hello. Pound the drums.
Hey, man, I can't stay, but I'm just coming on until somebody else comes on.
Hey, that's okay, man. We need a bit of filler.
There you go. That's me.
How are you, man?
Captain Filler. Hey, good.
Did you listen to my advice?
The Dodge is running great, man.
Okay. Did you listen to my advice
about what?
Selling the shares and paying the house off?
No, I'm not going to do that. I appreciate it, though.
Why are you not going to do that?
I'm just not going to.
But wouldn't that make you feel
I don't know. I mean, part of it makes sense, and yeah, the bottom could fall out, I suppose. Why not? It's it is high.
Yeah, but you think about it. You got your fully paid off house. You just try and pay it off.
But it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be.
No, but it doesn't. It's
Yeah.
almost there. It puts a big safety net in there. Do you understand?
Can I just say that I'll relinquish the fact that I'm going to work till the day I die?
But we don't know if that's possible in America. You could get outsourced.
That's true. Oh yeah, absolutely. Right. Try to work, right? Because you and we're not spring chickens. I'm 1971, so 50
See,
years
I
old.
don't think that's old. I still think we're young, don't you?
Yeah, sure. I've got a good 20 years on my feet still. Why not? What else am I going to do? They say when you stop working, you
Hello,
die
Paul.
anyway.
How are you?
Got a good 20 years on my feet still.
Hello.
Hey, man. Hey, just going to have to cut that. You got the program running in the background.
Just a moment, please.
Yeah, just mute that. You can't have the program going in the background because it goes in an endless loop because there's a delay.
It's like putting two mirrors
I know
together.
you keep telling everybody, but everybody keeps forgetting.
How are you, Paul? Paul, how are you?
Yeah, Paul to Paul. Hello,
Yeah.
I'm okay, thank you.
You okay?
Yes,
are you feeling better?
Better than what?
Last time we spoke, you were a little bit down.
Yes, thank you. I am. Thank you.
Do you want to hear a tale of misery?
It was worse than mine. Yes, please.
Yeah. I mean, you got to promise me, but you can't tell anyone this story because it's a bit confidential. Is that okay? No one's watching. I'll just tell you this story.
Okay.
Because I want to tell you this. I want to tell you the story because I'm going to change some of the names, okay? Because I know these people. Okay. I got a mate of mine, right? He was a Cockney lad. He was born in 1950, to give you some reference, okay?
Okay.
71 now.
What? Say Cockney in London? London.
Yeah. He came.
A Cockney fellow in London, 1950s.
Actually, I think his mother was real, true Cockney. I think London by that stage was getting expensive. They'd already moved out somewhere. I don't know where, but I'm just saying.
No, it never happened. No, the Cockneys never moved out. It's only recently, in the last 10, 12 years, maybe.
Okay. Anyhow, I digress.
Sorry,
the
anyway,
thing is this.
Sorry, I beg your pardon.
So he came to Australia in the 1970 when he was 20 years old. Then he sponsored his mother, father, and his sister out. Because Australia, we were a British colony, and we used to encourage Brits to come here. Okay, we wanted British immigrants to come to Australia. Now we tell you to piss off. We don't want you. But back then, in the 70s, we actually liked you guys.
I don't blame you. Yes.
Yeah. I think what happened was we started to remember what you guys did to us in Gallipoli and in World War II in Singapore, Hong Kong.
We're not bitter. Okay.
We're not bitter. We're not bitter at all. Okay. We're like the Irish. Okay. They're not bitter either.
Well, I'm half Irish, so.
Well, you understand, right?
I think no, I don't.
Anyhow,
please continue. I'm sorry.
Okay. So anyhow, he's always been a really cool guy. Okay. Right. He was never had a profession. But he worked on a television show. He did lighting. You know, he's kind of he picked up shit. He picked up shit very quickly. Mm-hmm. He was a very fit guy, did marathons, right? Anyhow, I'll tell you the story. I'm going to get to the point, okay, very quickly. Basically, he married a Greek woman, never had kids with her, but got divorced after a couple of years. He drove taxis, did a number of things.
Mm-hmm.
Then he fell into... Sorry?
He survived.
Yeah. Then he found his niche in life. He found out... This was in the 80s, early 80s, when he was like 30s. He found he could buy and sell watches. Okay. And he spent a long time in Japan, Thailand, Hong Kong, Philippines, blah, 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 blah.
You're not talking about yourself, are you?
No, I'm born in 1972. This guy was born in 1950.
I beg your pardon. Carry on.
I was only a kid then. Okay.
for sure.
So anyhow, so what happens is oh, good. He had a really sexy Japanese girlfriend who was an architect.
Okay.
But, you know, it kind of waned out. He's still friends with her, but yeah, it wasn't. By the way, he sowed a lot of wild oats. Can we just say that?
Okay.
Then finally, he's with one Filipino lady. Okay, I mean, he's with one Filipino. Like, she was kind of, how do I put it politely? You know, she was a bar girl. Can we say that?
A bar girl. A bad girl or a bar girl?
A bar girl.
I'm sorry, it's the audio. I beg your pardon. Go on.
Yeah, the bar girl. Okay, it doesn't mean she's a bad girl. She just
you
understand. You understand what I'm talking about, don't you?
I'm a human being. I've lived.
Okay. So then he was with her. Okay, all great. Then he had a kid with her.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden his life. Oh wow, it's so amazing to have a kid. He said, "Well, I really want my kid raised in Australia."
Mm-hmm.
To have the Australian education, Australian citizenship, etc. Okay. So the thing is, when he had the kid, he was late 50s. She's mid 30s. So he's a cool late 50s. Do you understand this? And she's kind of a little bit square. You know, he's hip, so he's kind of still cool. The problem is he's aged a hell of a lot faster now. He's geriatric now, and she's a middle-aged woman. Do you understand?
Wow.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but the build-up and the story.
Anyhow, so he spent a lot of time with her. He'd been with her for 20 years now. 20 years. They had a kid. He, just through a stroke of genius, he happened to have an apartment in Sydney, which when his mother died, he actually sold. He got a share of his mother's house and sold the apartment and got a bigger apartment. The apartment's worth $1.5 million now. Okay.
Wonderful.
It's created some other problems because Mrs.
So
Filipino,
maybe she wants part of that. Yes.
Mrs. Filipino has said
because they built it together for some
no,
reason.
it was his money. She never built nothing. It was
I don't
always.
know. It's what the law says. It's not what.
I'm going to throw you off if you don't watch your mouth soon. Okay, you behave.
What have I said?
It was all his fucking money. She was in a bar selling. You know. Okay, just leave it at that. Okay.
I understand. Okay.
So now she's turned around and said, "You're too fucking old for me. You're too old. I want to divorce you. I want to move on with my life. I want to meet someone much younger than you, and I want half the house."
Well, it speaks for itself, doesn't it? It's pretty horrid and nasty.
When they were in the Philippines, she never behaved like this.
There comes a stage sometimes.
What a disaster. He's on the bloody pension. Okay? He's on a pension. What do I say to him?
I don't know. What do you say to him? What do you say to him?
He's a bit of a bohemian. He said, "Oh, it'll be cool. I just want to go away. I just want to leave." I said, "Mate, you don't understand. You got a $1.5 million pad. You get some asshole lawyer who they want to get their claws into it. They'll rip you a new one."
Right. Well, I'm sorry for his circumstance.
It's a disaster.
It's a difficult subject. It depends on the quality of life they experienced and whether she was shafting him.
No, $2. Invisible Touch should be creating audio books. The other thing is, let me tell you this.
Yeah,
let me tell you this.
I listen to them
I've been
very much.
really depressed lately. Okay, I got a friend of mine Okay, blue shirt Buddha. Okay, let's be honest. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
I
'Cause no
know
one's
Blue
watching.
Shirt Buddha. I've been watching you for about 8 years or
He's
more.
completely fucked. He's got brain cancer. Okay.
Why? Well, it doesn't mean he's fucked. There's hope. There's a way.
Look, come on.
I've lost so many.
Look,
I look
this is
forward.
this is not the Disney hour. Okay, let me tell you the truth. Okay, it's
reality.
not
Reality check.
Okay,
Okay,
it's a reality. It's absolutely stuffed. Okay,
reality check.
We had a fundraiser. We raised a few coins. Okay.
Yes.
But you know what? It's over. Okay. Red Rover, it's over. Red Rover. Okay.
What's over?
His existence as we used to know it before.
How do you know that? He might get better later. Who knows?
Okay.
What
And then I got a friend of mine, my old boss, he retired about 10 years ago.
Yes.
I used to have lunch with him occasionally. I said, "Oh, let's go to lunch." I said, "Oh, how's Kay?" That's his wife. He goes, "Oh, she had cancer in her jaw." He said, "It hasn't been successful. She's in palliative care. She's got 18 months left at max."
Yeah, I lost my brother 6 months from face cancer, jaw to diminish. Absolute.
I mean,
he only told me 4 months later,
I kind of, I'm just realizing that we're not here forever. You realize this?
No, we are not. We are certainly not. No.
I was talking about BMWs, right? They got plastic parts in the engine, right?
Indeed.
Well, that's what our body is like. We're like a fucking BMW engine. We're all great when we're young. The turbos and power.
Yes. I don't go for the plastic parts you mentioned, but I certainly go for the mileage you mentioned. I love your equation of mileage.
Yes.
Life.
Yes.
I
got to be totally honest with you. At my age, I'm 49 next week.
Yes.
That's like a BMW with about 100,000 miles on the clock. Okay?
Yes.
It's not on the forecourt anymore. It's in the backyard at the side. It's at the side there. You know where the old bang is.
I'm afraid so. That's the way it works.
Do you understand? I'm no longer in the forecourt.
Yes, sir. It's unavoidable. Most certainly unavoidable. You know that. But, you're still 50. I mean, cracky is nothing. Lots of years left.
Hopefully. You never know. You never know your luck. You know what I mean? It's all...
Well, in this situation, you do not know, but blimey.
And my friend Ian, I got to tell you this. I got another friend, Ian, right? He had knee replacement.
Yes.
He thought he may as well get both done at the same time. I said, Ian, that is absolute lunacy.
Why did you say it was lunacy?
The pain. The pain
of the surgery, you mean? Or
yes.
Do
you have any idea what the knee replacement surgery is like?
Excuse me, but beforehand, was it cosmetic or was it necessary? What do you mean?
He used to be a marathon runner, but now I don't think he's going to be doing that anymore.
I was never a marathon runner, so I'm nobody.
Patrick Philippe, $5. Arch, the new grim pontiff. I got to tell you, we don't even know how. The thing that's so unfair about life is we don't even know how long we've got left.
No, we do not know. But
I had Guy on yesterday. He's saying he wants
to
live
don't
for
have these
120.
People don't have these morbid thoughts. We don't. Man is never thinks about mortality. Very rarely, until he gets a bit longer in the tooth, I suppose. But largely, we don't think about mortality. It's not important. What will be, will be. I mean, it happens. I'm trying to think how to express it.
No, you're right. You are right. I understand exactly. You've expressed it perfectly well. I just don't like what you're saying. Ken Fresno, $5. Arch, will there be a birthday stream to get a Bruce Wayne next week? Hey, man, we'll see. But I'm just feeling down. I just feel down. The whole
I'm
thing,
sorry.
you know, I just
No, I
realized.
enjoyed your birthday last year. What? 49, 47. When were you?
Yeah.
49 last year. I sent
48
you a
last.
bottle of Glenliddich. I sent you a bottle of Glenliddich.
Oh,
That's Scottish
thank-
whiskey.
I love that.
You
know
never
that.
said
I just,
thank you, though.
oh, Paul, I'm so sorry. Okay, I gotta
No.
tell you, it's been really down at the
No, I
moment.
didn't want thanks. I was appreciating your personality and your way.
I gotta be totally honest with you. It just sucks. Everything sucks. You know what I mean?
Everything sucks until the weekend.
No, I'm serious. Like, you try and get a job. Do you think me and you could get a job? If this YouTube gig ended, what the fuck could I do? What the fuck could I do?
No fucking chance now.
You know, what the fuck could I used to work in IT, right?
Yeah, I did.
Being 49 in IT is like being 59 in any other industry. They want young. They don't want old, middle-aged, overweight white guy.
You're looking at him, and you got a better chance than me, sir.
What jobs could we get? Seriously, the jobs that all these fucking apps.
I think
apps, you know, apps for your phone, COVID apps, app.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in the app world. I don't want to be. I want to go back to 96. I want to go back to 1996. Okay?
I don't want to go back. What do we go back for? To do the same again?
Luca, £2. Paul is such a humble guy. Cheers to you. That's for you.
Thank you,
That's not for
Luca.
me.
You're a fine fellow.
Look,
Thank you. And I thought I was dead.
can I tell you this? My dad doesn't want to have relationships with women because he's scared the bitches will steal the house. They look at him, they get all excited when they see his house and that. And then when he tells them, yeah, that's good, honey. When he tells them he doesn't have much money to sort of back it up, they're looking at a free gravy train. Do you understand this? These women are looking at a.
Tell him to send them my way, and I'll see what I can do.
Are you going to Japan
How
again?
about your father's age, maybe, or what?
How old are you?
I'm 63.
I got the perfect person for you.
Indeed. So is everybody.
Do you want to, you know, I already asked you. You said you weren't interested.
Yes, I'm not, to be honest. No. I'm dealing with grief, and then I'm going to come out and come back with a strength. So, but reality is most unlikely.
How's your daughters going?
Oh, they're wonderful. I love them.
You've got one who's going through a divorce.
I got two. Okay.
And then you've got the other one.
God, you got such a good memory, sir. Thank you. I thought everything was flippant and you don't care about anybody, but you do know. You do remember, don't you? Things.
Yeah.
That's impressive. You're brilliant in that. You remember.
Wow. I used to remember a lot more. I can't remember anything important. I can remember idle gossip, but I can't remember key things like formulas for mathematics and shit like that.
Well, the unimportant stuff in life, to be honest, unless you're important. So,
Paul was 100% a British yuppie back in the 70s. That's
well,
that's
showcase. No.
And here we got Jamie Opulence. Hello, Jamie.
Yeah.
I was fighting.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Yeah, good. All good. I'm good. Got some news.
Yes. Tell me the news.
Got a new watch ordered today.
Oh, it's
Wow.
Jamie Opulence. Okay.
Yes, that's that English guy.
He's
You know,
a new addition to your. Yeah, I like the guy. He's very nice.
He is. He's well
He's
spoken.
nice. He doesn't matter about well spoken or anything. He's just a nice fellow. I like the
Yeah.
fellow.
What did you get, Jamie? Tell me what you got.
What's he got?
Bluesy.
Bluesy. Oh dear.
Oh, you went for the bluesy. What made you do that?
Yeah, I was in between.
Blue shirt, Buddha's
know,
watch. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
in between.
blue shirt, Buddha's watch. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was in between the Black Date Submariner.
Yes.
But
I told you to go for that one. I
You
said go
did.
for that
You
one.
did.
But that's
you're
okay. It
absolutely
doesn't
right.
matter.
No, there's method to the madness. You're absolutely right.
Milgauss check.
And I
Milgauss
was
check.
No,
very-
it's not Milgauss.
Oh, the
Amigo.
I was
Milgauss.
very ready.
Acapella.
Sorry?
I was very, very much
Excuse
ready
me.
to do that, but I had, when you have this thing inside you where you'd had your eye on that bluesy for a few years, and then I just before I made the decision, I quickly said to my wife, "Babe, which one shall I choose?" She said, "This one, the bluesy," and you know what? It was just like, yeah, let's do it.
Do you remember the yuppies? I remember yuppies. You know, I was never a yuppie. You wanted to be successful and ambitious.
If I can add to that, because I'm looking at a showcase where he said Paul is 100% British yuppie.
Yes.
Is the profound opposite of whatever I was at that time.
Yes.
I fucking hated that experience. I told you recently that I didn't like Thatcher. I didn't like this whole shit.
Yes.
And everywhere I went, the yuppies were, like Nick Bateman or Bateman from Psycho fucking bollocks, that film.
Patrick Bateman.
Okay, during that period, I had the most awful experience in my life as I was rebuilding my life after my divorce and trying to find connection with women or English women in my circle or way. They were all interior designers. Every girl said it was an interior designer. How much you got? So I screwed all myself across Europe. I made love across Europe. Swedish, Spanish, German. And they're lovely people. They didn't judge you. They weren't interested in your money. They just took you for your intelligence and what you were and what you had to give and your body, maybe. So, sorry.
I completely Ron the Shrink, this conversation is making me suicide. Come on, Ron. Don't
die another day, you Ron.
Television shows from the 80s I loved Lovejoy.
Yeah.
No.
It was, because he was always
I loved Capital City. Do you remember Capital City?
No. I remember Lovejoy though. Yeah, I quite like that. It's fun.
Yeah. Shane, what's his name? He was pretty good actor actually.
That's right. Yeah, he was quite good. Yeah, there's the lady of the house, wasn't it? He was kind of courting her, but
he's having an affair
wheeling
with her.
and dealing around the corner with antiques and all his stuff.
Yeah. I got to tell you, it was a very hard. Yeah, okay. See, you were so ahead of it. You were like a John Lennon. You were married to a Japanese woman. That would have been so funky in the day, man.
I don't know. That's why I came back on, actually. It was to try and stop you from representing me as the guy whose Japanese wife left him for a sushi chef. It's a good headline, but it's not the truth. But you've missed out all the positive stuff I mentioned about my life growing up. So you told me, for example, that you married at 21, 22 or something?
Yeah, something stupid like that.
Did you have children by that marriage?
Yes.
How many?
I've got 2 children from that marriage and 2 children from the Japanese lady.
Yeah. Do you love those children?
I love all my children, of course.
There you are. So that's what I was trying to say to you the first time we spoke was, in spite of me marrying so early in an ignorant fashion or
Yep.
wrong way that the outcome was what I wanted to celebrate was the daughters I have. Of course, my daughters are now 40 and 38, so they're very old. But I have a granddaughter of 12. So what I was trying to tell you was, in spite of my accident of being 23, 21, 22 when I married,
Yeah.
it wasn't the end of the world. The outcome was not the end of the world. So I was disappointed that you see me as the guy whose wife left him for a sushi shop, because it has no bearing on who I am. It has no bearing whatsoever, and it's kind of tacky for you to use that as an expression of anything, really. Quite frankly, it's just bizarre,
Distasteful. Distasteful.
very distasteful, and kind of unkind.
Showcase watches £4.50. Britain could do with Maggie right now, Paul. We need leadership with balls of solid rocks. This softcock snowflake society gives me the shits.
Oh well, I'm your man. I have a permanent hard on, and I'm ready for action to bring this country to a better dimension. And I know you mentioned the Falklands,
Yes.
and I think when you mentioned the Falklands, I'm not into jingoism and all this nonsense.
Yes.
While I appreciate our soldiers and our troops, I don't like, oh, it's 2-0, England won the war. I respect our troops. I respect our
let's just
place.
clarify
And
that.
I
Can we
respect our
just fix that?
culture. I
England
respect
didn't
our
win the
culture.
war. America
Vote for
won the
me.
war.
Vote
The
for me.
Americans. If it wasn't for the Americans, the British would have sank. Okay, it was over. If it wasn't for the Americans, England would have
Most
badly
likely.
stank.
But if it wasn't for their help, they
If
most
it
likely.
wasn't for America,
They
you would
would
be driving German cars.
Just a
Okay,
moment. Just a
there would
moment.
be
Wait,
no
wait.
British car industry. It'd all be German.
Oh, pointing fingers. Wait just a moment. It wasn't for the Americans coming in and perhaps saving us, and you're correct. But
They left us, so they deserted
if they
us.
didn't come in, they'd be speaking German now, and they'd be doing Volkswagens and all kinds of shit, and they'd be speaking German in the USA. They didn't fucking come in. They wouldn't have got anything anyway. So get it right. Everybody says, oh, the Americans saved the British. No, they didn't. The Americans saved the Americans. They'd all be speaking German now. Get it right, sir.
Yeah, okay. I get. Did you know in Normandy landing? Here's a fun fact for you. Did you know they used 12
fact.
concrete
Okay.
vessels? Showcase. Did you know that?
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
The troops used to call concrete boats because steel was in short supply.
Yes,
There's
yes,
actually 12 vessels in the Thames. The Thames. They parked them there. They're still okay. Those concrete vessels, they were known as floating tombstones because as soon as
Indeed.
they had a hull breach, bang, they went down
Well,
fast.
I'll tell you even better. As a homestead, I once lived in a council house which was made of concrete, and it had concrete cancer all down the walls and everywhere and all over the place. So I know what it means. Never mind on sea, never mind on land.
Yes.
Okay, so I've been there.
I gotta tell you.
I want to make things positive. I'm trying to think of something good. God damn it. Britain could do with Maggie right now. No, we couldn't do with Maggie right now. We could do with Showcase right now.
Yeah, Showcase is a very... Look, I've got to tell you seriously, you're a great man. You had two... You know, something that is so true. You had two beautiful daughters.
No, I didn't have them.
You have them.
Well, I have two beautiful daughters. Have.
Yes.
Not had.
That's an amazing achievement in itself.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
They have turned out to be good functioning people.
That's why I asked you, how did you feel about your young marriage? I was 23, and that's why I asked you how you felt when when you had your children.
Unfortunately, they're a work in progress. We still have some a few
Okay.
issues with them, but I'm.
Well, I've got huge issues with one daughter I told you about. So, you
That's a
know.
divorce. That's not a huge issue.
Well, there's lots of other stuff previous. We'll go into that, but you know, nothing is straightforward.
Joe Money,
I'm
$2.
still in my first marriage.
UK
So your
is
first
already
marriage?
doomed. Nanny state and socialism won.
I don't have another one. I mean,
No, I'm hearing to you two, you know, so it was a big mistake. Are you saying it was a mistake on the basis that you got married early?
Actually, you
Or-
know
no,
something.
there's never been a
I tell you
mistake.
this now. I got to say this to Paul.
Okay, I wanted to hear.
I actually
the points
think,
of view.
you look at things, right? Like, say, for
Right.
example, I didn't marry the Russian lady. Say I wasn't fleeced, and say I didn't do this, and I invested my money wisely. You know something? I wouldn't have met the current lady that I'm with. I wouldn't have had that fun with her. And this is the whole thing. I also wouldn't have the life stories to be able to run the YouTube channel. I'd just be a boring geezer who had a safe government job, he's got nothing to talk about of interest. So, you know, part of me is because of the mistakes and the things that I've made. Otherwise, you know, it's you can't just have the good bits. You've got to take the whole person as a whole.
Yes.
And I wouldn't be the person I am today without those previous things that have preceded us.
Indeed. So why would
And-
you say I'm the guy whose wife ran off with a sushi chef, which does not represent me in any way or fashion? Since I was 23, admittedly my daughters were 8, 9, 10 at the time, but you know.
So your daughters now, you've got one in America. Where's the other one living?
They're both in
America.
Wisconsin, Madison. They're both my eldest daughter will be 40 next year. She's getting my Milgauss for her 40th.
Yes.
Right. My other daughter is 37.
Yes.
And then I have my granddaughter who's 12.
So which one? The 40-year-old has the granddaughter. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. The 37-year-old one's not married yet.
No, she's married.
Oh, she's married.
She can't have children, so she's very unhappy. So
yeah.
But I have a granddaughter who's 12, who's absolutely gorgeous, and they will love me. So you could say to me, "Oh, his wife rang off with a sushi chef, but look what I've got: 2 beautiful daughters and a beautiful granddaughter. What? Who love me?"
I suppose the reason I say that is that I've been disappointed.
Because he's dramatic, and
it's a reflection of my own disasters in my own life.
Really?
Yeah.
So?
Yeah.
I accept your word for that, but really, but then you don't know me, so
I've been very disappointed. You know, women can be very, very nasty snakes, very nasty creatures at times.
Yes, they can be. So can men.
Men have got 2 modes, hungry or horny. That's it. They're simple. They're simple creatures. Hungry or horny. Give them food or give them a fight. That's it. That's all they want.
Well, you underestimate men. They have more emotions than you're expressing.
Okay.
Well, I do.
Neo, $5. Hello, humanity. Thank you so much. Look, Jamie, the best advice we can give you is to try and stay with the one you've got. Your wife is lovely. Jamie met her when he was younger. Like she's a bit older than Jamie, which I must say I like a slightly older woman myself.
Yes, I do.
And she had the maturity. She said, "Look, Jamie, don't behave like this. Don't behave." There was some role models that Jamie had who probably weren't the best role models, and she said, "Look, don't behave like that. Behave like this. Be decent. Be this." And he's got one of the most beautiful women you could ever hope to have. And I haven't even seen a photo of her, but you know, she's a very, very intellectual person. I think the thing I love about Jamie's wife is that she saw potential in this guy, and he's a fucking multi-millionaire now. He's fucking loaded. This guy at 31 has had success. I don't think most people could never ever dream of having.
Right.
And I love his positiveness. I got to
So
tell you,
what's
I
the
got to,
problem then?
There's no problem. I'm
I was
passionate,
confused. I was
passionate,
confused.
passionate. No, I'm just
I'm
listening
sorry,
to you.
Jamie. Hello,
You
Jamie.
two old todgers. I'm
Hello, Jamie.
passionately
I've
in
never
love.
met you, so good evening.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, no, I'm passionately
I'm glad
in
you're
love.
Jamie,
happy.
this is the guy
And-
whose wife ran off with the sushi chef.
See what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So it's forever fits. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
okay, Archie, since I commented and
Yeah.
expressed how wonderful it was that you had the most wonderful memory,
Yes.
can you tell me what happened after in my life?
Well, what happened after
Can you remind me what happened after
you
my
met the
life?
English rose of your life, the love of your life, the most wonderful
Wow.
woman there was. But that
Okay.
doesn't sell. People don't want to hear that.
But
They don't want to hear that.
you use me to sell something else. A man is so content. And
You met the wonderful lady who you had amazing
Mary,
relationship
my
with.
Mary. Yeah.
The red-haired lady, red hair.
It wasn't
You
red
had-
hair. She was my rose. But you assumed because I said
Oh,
my
that's
English rose because she was red
Yes,
haired.
that's right. Sorry.
The English rose is when you find an English woman who is, I don't know how to explain. It's very hard to meet an English woman that you can love. English girls are very difficult, I found throughout my life. So this is a very general thing.
Yes.
In my experience, English ladies have always been impossible to love or to find peace with or to negotiate, discuss anything about anything with. I'm sorry.
The problem with English women is they know, like for example, my wife, she's Arabic.
Yes.
Arabic brought up, right? So she's brought up in such a way that she takes care of the man and the man's happy, and she has one marriage and it's only ever going to be one marriage. I take my wife to England, she starts mixing with my sisters and my mom, and they're like, "Oh, why are you doing that? You don't listen to Jamie. Don't tell him to get it himself. Babe, can you get me a drink? No, don't get him a drink. He can get it himself. And they start, but that's just the English woman. We need, I'm the breadwinner. I go to work and I want to be looked after. I want to come home and my wife, the traditional wife.
Yep, I understand. So, for example, after I had the awful divorce and separation and loss of my children 10,000 miles away and everything, so perhaps.
But what I find really rewarding is you had in your heart to forgive her. You said you're quite good friends with her.
Of course, I forgive her. Yeah.
And the sushi
chef.
chef.
Well, I don't do bitter and twisted. I said before, and I'll say it again: if someone doesn't want you, why fight? However, it was also
Showcase watches here. Look at this, £4.50. Remember when Robert Shaw grinds his nails on the blackboard in Jaws? This soul reading reminds me of that movie for the same reason. Neo, hello, humanity. We've got Anthony Farrer's Ego, $2. Yawn when you can't sleep. Replay this show. And we've got Anthony Farrer's Ego, $2. This even has Sard. Gamma Bout beat, only a little. Ron the Shrink. Paul, what was World War II like?
Well, ask my father when he came back.
I got to tell you, it's kind of a sad reflection to say that one of my favorite YouTubers was a guy called Geriatric 1921. I don't know if you ever remember or saw any of his stuff. Very cool guy. I loved him. Geriatric 1921. And unfortunately, he recently passed away. Well, he passed away a few years ago. It was, yeah. I don't know what to say, to be honest with you there. It's, Tell me this: are you happy with the purchase? You got the bluesy. How happy are you with that?
Well, it hasn't arrived yet. I just made the purchase today with Nico, Pride and Pinion.
Oh,
So,
Pride and Pinion. Did you tell him
Pride and
Archie
Pinion.
Luxury? Did you mention Archie Luxury to him?
well, I mean, I think he's seen me on
Probably
your stream
mentioned Tim
a couple of times. No, not Tim. I don't think he likes Tim. I think he more likes Marco.
Yeah, I agree.
I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong.
No, I think you're right. We both read the same, so.
Yeah, I've just pinned. That was part of my commitment to help the blue shirt Buddha. I got to tell you seriously, guys.
Excuse me, I'm smoking.
No, please carry on. It's nice to. I can smell the tobacco here. Nice
No,
fresh.
I watched Jamie have his first cigar the other day, and so
yeah, I'm going. I found a cigar lounge. I'm going to Newcastle on Saturday to watch the football on Sunday. Newcastle.
Oh, so where are you now? Are you in England now?
No. I'm in Marbella. But my friend, he's a property developer. He has a box at Newcastle United, and they've just been bought by the Saudis, which have basically made them the richest football club in the world.
Yes. Yeah,
and the fans are super passionate fans, and they've just been suffering, they say, for something like 14 years. So I just got straight on to a guy called Jay. I said, just get me a ticket, please, get me in. So I'm going for the atmosphere. But anyway, I'm saying there's a cigar lounge or a cigar shop with a little bit out the back where you can actually go and smoke a cigar. So I'm going to have another cigar when I go to Newcastle.
Man, that's fantastic. Neo, $5, no matter what the haters say. You are a stand-up guy, Paul. He's talking to you.
Thank you, Neo.
He's very nice guy, Neo.
I'm very nervous. Yeah.
You don't need to be nervous. You're amongst friends here.
No, I'm not.
Toyota Mo, $5. Hi, Arch. Congratulations on the purchase, Jamie. Happy to hear you bought the watch from Nico and Marco. Well, he bought it from Pride and Pinion. I'm not quite sure. But look, the important thing is he's a good guy. You'll get an amazing watch and you'll love it.
Yeah.
The other thing is, too, I was thinking about the advice I gave you. You do have the steel Omega, so you do have your Omega as a steel diver, and this can be a bit more dressy and flash.
Yeah. I tell you what would have happened. I would have bought that black Submariner, and it would have still played on my mind, and I'd have ended up buying that bluesy eventually. That's what would have happened.
Once you see it, $2, Paul, the Sushi Chef one, will the US fall?
No. My children, well, in spite of our divorce and so on, my children have grown up to be wonderful. And my grandchild was here this summer, so...
I think you told me she had another child with the Sushi Chef as well, didn't she?
Yeah. So it proved that he wasn't a fly-by-night. This was my nervous anxiety at the time. So if you take it back a few years, when my children were young,
yeah,
my terror was that he was a fly-by-night. Was just using it because emotionally she's probably disappointed with me or whatever it may be, whatever it could have been. I was worried. I was scared. It was a fly-by-night, and she's going to be damaged goods and damage for her children. In the end, the good guy, he married her.
Yeah.
He looked after my children. He was stepfather to them, and they love him.
I see.
And they love me equally. So let's be fair about the result and the outcome. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah. And he's also referred to as Mr. Sushi. He's got a chain of 3,700 sushi restaurants.
He's very successful. He's got in Nagano, he's got several restaurants, yes. Unfortunately, he's a better man than I was, but
he's a better man. What do you mean by that? How could anyone be better than you?
No, in success, I mean in monetary terms. But as a human being, I doubt it. As a human being, I doubt it very much.
Yeah.
That's my arrogance.
Showcase Watches £1.80. Paul is the dry Brit we youngsters aspire to be.
What does it mean by dry?
You just got a dry sense of humor, just
I see.
yeah. CS $5. Invisible Touch is your best guest. You can tell because he really grinds the gears of the low IQ guys in the chat log.
There's some kind words there, isn't there?
Yes, because you are the intellectual. It's
No, you must be joking. I'm the idiot's idiot.
I gotta say,
give me an idea. What makes you say that? Tell me what makes you say that.
Well, this is what they're saying. The comments that I think you've got a very philosophical. A lot of people find it very hard to forgive.
I see. Yeah.
The funny thing is, Paul, I'm actually good friends with my ex-wife's husband. I'm actually very happy with him.
Yeah.
When they got married, I gave him a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label, which was damn expensive, Paul.
Got him pissed and then you hit him.
No, I gave him a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue, and I gave him a card when he got married. I was so happy they got married. I just put 2 words there for him.
Fuck you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I beg your pardon. Sorry.
Thank you for taking her off my hands.
Yeah, I'm actually very pleased because he's quite a nice guy. You know what? The funny thing is, I paid for the first half of the house. He paid for the second half. It's kind of how it goes. But I got to be totally honest with you. Irrespective of that, if I hadn't have got out of my share of that house, I wouldn't have been able to have bought the house that I'm in now, which has also gone up significantly in price. So I probably would be poorer. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably a lot more complicated for you than it was for me, because we just had the one property and we had a joint mortgage, and then we just sorted it out legally.
That's with the Japanese lady, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you I'm 22, 23, so I wasn't then when we married.
Yeah.
So I would have been 31, 32 when we all shared the fan.
Yes.
And then we had the one property and the mortgage. That's it, the mortgage. So
yeah. Did she ever say sorry to you?
No. I didn't expect. I think I may have driven her to it,
Why do you say that? It's very hard being
because
31.
I was really fucking bored with her, to be honest. I was becoming I was unhappy to be with her, to be honest. Anyway, regardless of her and relationship, I wasn't happy. She was.
I don't think any of us are ever fucking happy if we really look at a lot of relationships. I've been in heaps of relationships.
No, I'm a young man from that period, so.
But you've also got career. You're trying to get your career going. You're trying to earn more money, like this.
Yes,
this
all
sushi
these
geezer.
things. Yeah.
You're trying to.
It's shameful. I will never believe it how a mother could cheat on her husband with children of such a young, tender age. It was shocking to me. And then from then on, I hate all Japanese people. So that's it.
Yeah, I know. I
think that culture is just shocking. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, there was a lot of anger on my part.
She cheated with someone else.
Yeah, but with children of that age, my children are 6, 7, 8. I mean, come on.
I had a similar.
I hear you, Jamie. I hear you talking about your daughter often. Could you imagine such a thing?
Well, no, I had a similar situation with my own mum. She fucked off to Warrington to be
my mother
with
did
another
that
guy.
too.
I stayed with my mum, with my dad. Me and my sister stayed with my dad.
Yeah.
I don't have any hate. I was probably like 5 years old, so I don't have any hate. And actually, it's turned out that she's still with the guy, right? So, but I don't really like him, but she's still with him. So. It's turned out to be the correct decision for her.
But I get it. But at the same time, the fact is, the guy
my wife always says to me, if you're going to cheat on me, let's split up and then do it. Don't just cheat on me
well,
and
that's what my
cause hurt.
father said.
Let's
That's what
actually end the relationship, and
but
then
you
you
can have
can do
so
it.
many false starts if you're going to do it that way. But
No, you're
can't you?
100% right. You're 100% right, because my father loved my wife very, very much. They had a good relationship. They liked each other so much.
Yeah.
And when I revealed to him what was going on, he was always on her side. It's like, it was kind of weird that he didn't support me or understand what I was feeling, but he said, how could you, he did say to her, how could you do that to a man and with your children? How could you jeopardize all that?
What did she say?
felt, well, Dad didn't tell me, but you know.
Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna hop off the
He told her to bugger off and didn't speak again. So he didn't say bugger off. Politely, he said, look,
That's kind of sad, Paul.
we don't like these kind of people, and we don't like this kind of behavior in life.
That'd be very insulting to a Japanese lady to say that, actually. You know that?
Yeah.
You know, I gotta be. Thank you, Jamie Opulence. Thank you very much for coming on. We love you, Jamie.
I'm just
nice to meet you, Jamie. Good luck in Iceland or wherever you're going.
Yeah. Well, Newcastle Saturday and then Iceland November 18th.
That's right.
But yeah, man overboard. I'm hopping off the concrete boat.
I'm a Chelsea supporter, so.
Oh, are you? Yeah. Nice.
Since I was
very nice.
4,
I'm
5,
Birmingham City.
Well, good luck, but not much hope.
No, not
Showcase
much
watches £1.80. Length of rope and bucket ordered. Thanks, guys.
Oh, suicide watch. Oh.
Man overboard.
I'm killing everybody. Am I killing all your fans?
No, it's all very good there. We like interesting people. I've got to tell you that it's quite fascinating. You know, I had this Japanese girlfriend years ago, and because of distance and that, we couldn't really be. Anyhow, we both kind of lied, I suppose.
Love from a distance or something.
Then she sent me a photo when she went somewhere else, and I looked at the photo because I like photography. I'm not very good at it, but I try.
Okay.
And I looked at this photo and thought, fuck me dead, this is another bloke's taken this photo. I can see the love. He's composed it perfectly. It's just, you could just tell.
I remember you mentioned this once before. Yes.
And I said to her, I said to her, what are you doing riding the cock carousel? And I don't think it translates terribly well in Japanese. And she completely ghosted me, never ever spoke to me again. But the funny thing is, you know, the funny thing is, Paul, she told me in a very moment of passion where people tell you secrets. She told me her first husband had actually committed suicide.
Okay.
Because he found out this is what word she used, she was in love with another man, i.e. fucking him crazy, okay? And he drove the car off a dam, okay?
Right.
And I suppose I thought, it's all ego. I thought I was wonderful enough that she would never do that to me. How stupid and dumb I was when it happened. When I saw the fucking photo, it was as obvious as it comes that what had happened. And in all honesty, I was stupid too. I probably should never have said anything. I should have just kept it as a nice friendship and bonked her occasionally. I could still be bonking her occasionally to this day.
We always think about these things. Yes. Yeah.
And I got to be honest.
Sorry, carry on. Sorry.
I got to be honest with you. Sometimes to be morally right and correct and that there, there's a lot to be said. See, the Japanese, they don't follow Christian. It's not judo Christian religions they follow. They have a different moral compass. They have Taoism, Buddhism. They have different kind of things.
I don't think they have a moral compass. Fuck me. I'm sorry. I don't think they have a moral compass. It's very.
No, but you know what I mean. Like the Japanese have two faces. They have the public face and the private face, and then they.
In my experience, I'm sorry. I strongly agree with you. They have two face. You never know who you are, where you are, what you are. I told you I was living there and teaching English for 2 years.
Yes.
And you never know what a person feels about you or any.
No.
But you know, when I was there, I used to hang out with South Koreans who were like the scourge.
Yeah, they'll look down.
And I love the South Koreans. I loved them. I used to go up there.
Yes.
Every weekend is my first port of call for my weekend after a week of work. I'd go and hang out with the South Koreans because I loved them. I really liked their company and liked them. Then I used to hang out with some Yakuza people, and my wife's family didn't like that. In those days, I was very gregarious and kind of outgoing and fearless. I'd go anywhere and do anything and try anything. But I liked the South Koreans at that time. They were the low lifes.
Yeah, I totally.
Culture.
Yes,
but I like I like them very much.
Yes, it's I've got to say it's you mentioned something there. You said that you were kind of sick of her.
Yes. I wouldn't say I was bored.
Yeah. No, I know exactly, and that's she probably felt the same way towards you.
I certainly think so.
And
she reacted. I didn't. So yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we have to go back. We were young people. Well, we weren't young then.
She was a bit older than you, I think you said to me.
No, we were the same age.
Same age.
No, my Mary was 2 years old. But the love of my life, blah blah blah. Later,
Luca,
next chapter.
£2, €2. I really enjoy the Real Talk stream. Stay humble, guys. Stay humble.
Is that good? That's quite good, isn't it?
I got to tell you, I think it's kind of the feeling of life there. See, life itself is full of disappointments. We don't have the Hollywood ending or this. I think in many ways, especially Japanese women, they can be very deceptive. They want to how do I put this politely? Japanese women, like Thai women, I must say Thai women can be the same. If they want something or somebody, they're all super over the top amazing.
My idea was they were very precise, very exact in what is right and wrong. They're very exact and their margins are very narrow. So,
yes. And they're incredibly racist themselves.
Oh, indeed. Well, I told you about the South Koreans. That's why I used to hang out with them.
Oh, and they hate the Chinese.
Oh, well, come on. They've had years of war with them, so why not?
And I also, here we go, showcase watches, £1.80. The Samaritans line is engaged with AC3 supporters. Thank you, showcase.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you,
I love that guy. I'm not even gonna listen to him anymore.
He's a good guy. He's a very cool guy.
Him.
I gotta tell you,
I love Amiga as well, sir. Look.
Yes. No, you.
My one and done watch. Oh God.
One and done watch.
My Aquaterra. Oh jeez, let me get it off.
Yeah, that's a beautiful watch. I like the Aquaterra.
Yeah.
You know, the best thing about it is it's not a fucking
you want one and done watch like me. Yeah. Awful picture. There you go.
So I think it's gorgeous. I think the thing with the Japanese
it's my one and done watch.
They can be they can lie sort of get if they want a husband or they're extremely good in the courting phase.
Yeah.
And Japanese men complain about this themselves. They also say, once they have children, see, in Japanese, a lot of culture, they change from being your wife to being a mum.
That's right. But I never had that experience of knowing my particular wife in an older state. So, for example, we were very young when we split.
Yes.
When I say very young, it's relative. But
Yes.
let's say I was 29, 30 when we split.
Yes.
But the real dilemma would have come later when they start their stuff. When they start the regime about what the parameters are and shrink your life.
Yeah.
I'm thinking aloud, but I don't know how to express it.
Speaking of depressing guests,
I'm not trying to be depressed.
You heard of that disc guy? You know that disc guy? That disc guy.
Yeah. Hello.
See, the thing is, with me and you, Paul, we've had love and lost love, and this has found it very hard to get started. And
I find it hard to believe.
Yeah, Israel's kind of. I think it's they're a bit like America, a bit like English
do with
women.
Israel. I don't think he's telling the truth. I bet he's been in love a couple of times. I find it hard to believe. Excuse me?
I have been in love many times, and my heart was broken to pieces many times.
I don't think he's got some of the best habits. This guy, he's got his own bag of problems. He was a conscript, Paul. He was a conscript.
Yeah.
And he's sort of got he's had a lot of troubles. CS $5, Paul. Have you spent much time in Madison? Nice city. The cheese curds are quite tasty as well.
Yes, CS. This is the place where my daughters live and my granddaughter. It's a beautiful place, Madison. Thank you.
But they're quite international. They were born in England. They lived in Japan for a long time.
Grew up in Japan. They're bilingual, multilingual.
And now they live in America.
And very intelligent.
Wow.
Quite brilliant.
And they'd be good looking as far as being a mix and that. They'd be quite attractive.
They're extremely handsome. Yeah, all beautiful, whatever you say.
Yes.
But I came from a long line of, I grew up with 5 brothers.
Yes.
So when there was news of our first to be born, or my wife announced she was pregnant, please be a girl, please be a girl. She wanted a boy. And then second time, please be a girl, please be a girl. I wanted lots of girls because I hated the male childhood I had with 5 brothers. They just drove me bonkers.
Yes.
And so my joy was girls.
Yes. No, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. This is actually at a complete loss end, Paul. Unlike me and you, Paul, me and you have had to work our ass to the bone, and we didn't actually get an inheritance. This was actually handed a substantial property, which takes a lot of pressure off him, but it creates other problems. His life is a mess. To be completely frank with you, Paul, his life is a Viking mess.
Well, I can't join in the conversation because I don't know the fellow.
Yeah, we're trying to give him some guidance.
No,
we're trying to help him.
I've seen you a couple of times here and there, but I don't know you.
Very unstable guy. He sort of has extreme. It's almost like he's manic depressive. Bipolar. What do they used to call that? Sort of. How is it going, Dis? What's going on with you, man?
Well, I just woke up from my sleep, and I said I'll jump on. I want to say thank you, Paul, for putting up my ad. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I was going to do actually, Dis. I want to do a stream on the Archie Luxury channel. I want to do a stream where we can talk about your channel. This is on the flagship show, so let's do that in the future, in a couple of days' time. I'd like to do that. I got to tell you, Dis wants to become a celebrity, Paul. What do you think of that quest for glamour? What do you think of that?
It's past my point. I don't know why, how,
Yeah.
but I get it.
Dis was
How,
actually
how,
thinking.
how old are you, Dis, if you don't mind asking?
Yes.
I'm 35 years old.
So you're quite young. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Young enough.
Thank you.
Dis needs lifting, not destroying. Punters love Dis. Yeah. I think he's been wrecked because he was forced to go into the army and use machinery, weren't you? The guns and things like that.
Yeah,
It's very hard on you.
I was in the war, you know. I was in the war. I saw some bad stuff happen to me. So I saw people die. It's very tough for me.
Yeah, it's very interesting because when I was at school, my secondary school, my high school, one of my best friends, he was a Jewish guy, and he was under subscription. What is it called? Conscription.
Yes, conscription. That's correct. Yes.
He was a lovely guy, and he was the fun of the playground everywhere, all day at school. Yeah. And he disappeared, and we never heard from him again.
What happened?
He used to say, "I don't want to be." I don't know. We never know to this day. But
you didn't have conscription in England, did you?
No, but
he's
because he's Israeli. He had to go to conscription.
Oh, fuck!
And we never saw him again, and we don't know what happened to him. But we loved him.
Hello, Saad. How are you?
Hello, everybody.
Ray G, $5. I am looking to give someone a Rolex for a business gift. I was thinking Black Datejust Jubilee. Thoughts on Rolex for business gift as well as this model? Look, I think it depends. I mean, you've got to be in a certain position. I mean, it depends what sort of. I don't know the circumstances, Ray, but I think if you want to give a gift that expensive, have they done enough? Are they going to do enough for you? You know, whenever you give things like that, are you going to get enough kickbacks and favors? It could be a planning permission. It could be local government planning. You know, he wants to rezone his toilet to turn it into a mega skyscraper. I think Datejust with Jubilee is fantastic. Get the all steel model. That's what I'd say. All steel would be beautiful. The Datejust is a great model. Nothing wrong with that. How about, what do you think, Saad? If you're giving a gift to a government official, a Datejust is a great gift, isn't it?
Yes, Datejust with the white fluted bezel.
But just make sure.
I am a Seiko 5.
He's going to give you the permits and what you want out of him. You don't want to give this thing to some. Got to make sure you do your homework. And is he going to be the decision maker who gets your planning permission approvals in place? Because you don't want to give it to some deadbeat who doesn't help you get this thing.
First, get the permits, then give the watch.
Get the permits first, then give the watch. You heard it from the man, the master.
Excuse me, I need to go to the bathroom.
That's okay, please. You just I'll cover for you.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken for so long, man. Are you okay? I heard all sorts of terrible things about you. What the fuck is going on?
What have you heard, my man? I'm pretty good, you know. I'm pretty good, yeah. What have you heard, Archie?
Oh, all sorts of stuff there. Yankee Doodle, $5. Dis, why is your room a pigsty? Finish cleaning it.
I will. I just gotta finish. I changed my setup.
$5. Arch, for content, I've netted 200 KP, a passive as a result. I have netted 200,000 per annum. Passive. Okay, fair enough. That sounds good. I think the thing is, right?
Yeah.
I would I'd give a steel with the white gold bezel. That's a beautiful present. Nobody would dislike that. Everybody would love that. Saad, Paul, is a absolutely amazing character. Have you've seen Saad on the show before, haven't you?
Me?
We haven't met before.
Saad.
Hello, Saad.
This guy would be fantastic in Pakistan, man. This would be your English relations guy who could help you with your business, man. Get him over there. Get him a couple of wives, Pakistani wives, and this guy will he'll make a fortune for you. Very clever guy.
Hello, Saad.
Hello, Paul.
I'm very, very pleased to meet you. Don't
Same
believe
here.
that. He makes people better than they are or worse than they are. So.
Ray G, $2. Steel, white, good choice. Thank you. Thank you.
Always still.
Yeah.
But 36 mm, not too expensive. 36 millimeter.
Buy gold in ounces.
I think you go for the 41. It'd be better. He's made
Archie,
200,000 out of this guy. $200,000. A2 Raya 83, $5. Can get Air King or Seamaster No Time to Die for 7,800 US. Thoughts? Get the Air King. Get the Air King. Get the Air King.
Save your money. Don't buy any.
I don't like it's too gimmicky. Paul.
Rolex is going to fall, sir.
Paul, what advice can you give to Dis here?
But
Paul,
what?
I hope so, Paul. I want Rolex to, go down.
It will go down. I promise you.
What would you fix Dis's life? Basically, his apartment is like a bordello.
I don't know anything about Dis. You're asking me questions about somebody I do not know. But hello, Dis. Well, here we are. We're
his
talking.
Personality, I don't know what to say to him. I don't know what we could do to fix him. I don't know. That's what I'm worried about.
I don't know him. Hello, Dis. I mean,
Hi,
said hello.
His life's a mess.
Oh, mate. What do you mean his life's a mess? Are you being cruel?
No, I'm just being honest with you. His life is like after the Japanese lady left for the sushi chef, except he was never married.
Okay, so he's gone downstairs for a couple of times for a year or so.
Yeah.
He'll come back up.
He'll come back up?
Yeah, of course he will.
Fail to launch. Are you familiar with that term, Paul? Fail to launch. Yes.
Listen, I don't want to fight, Archie. I seriously don't want to fight, man.
No.
Relax. Just learn from him. Just keep quiet. Relax. Don't be angry.
I don't understand.
I don't understand what he's doing.
I'm confused.
What's confusing you, man?
Why is Archie saying you're unhappy or whatever?
Because I told him I'm unhappy. Because I'm a little depressed.
Are you truly unhappy? Are you unhappy?
I'm happy, but I'm lonely, and I have some issues.
Well, there's a difference between unhappiness and loneliness. Unhappiness is a thing. Unhappiness is acceptable. Loneliness is sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or either way around, to be honest, it's confusing. So what are you unhappy about?
I'm unhappy about being lonely and having no romantic interest with anyone,
No romantic interest.
Well, I'd have to know your history because you've had romantic relationships. I can tell.
I did. I had, but they always ended.
Did they blow you? Did you blow them? Did you destroy them? Did they destroy you?
They destroyed me. They blew me out. They left me, and I was left alone. That's what I'm sad about. I'm happy with my life. I have a good job. I have money.
Archie,
I have watches.
So you're lonely. So what you're saying is you're lonely. You're not sad. You're lonely.
Well,
and because you're lonely, you're sad.
Yes, that's what I feel.
Well, that's okay. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's normal. There are lots of lonely people around. You know that?
Yeah.
Many, 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 many.
Sirocco Sales, $5. Got to buy some more rope. Anyone need some? Sirocco Sales, very quick question. I have been reading about Chris Craft. Do you have any knowledge on Chris Craft? That's the American boat builder. Do they have Chris Craft in Australia, Sirocco? Any good or bad things about Chris Craft? No, they do not make concrete boats. Chris Craft doesn't make concrete boats.
Yeah, we know about concrete cancer and how it works.
Yeah, the concrete cancer is when the rehab in the steel rusts.
Inside out. It comes from the inside out. Yes.
A lot of prefab. England had a lot of prefab after the Second World War.
Well, I just told you earlier, I lived in one.
England seems to be moving away from providing council houses now.
England is moving away from everything. England is dying.
England has 40% death duties. My father knows all about that.
Yeah,
40%.
I know inside out, 40%. Over the threshold, I think it's about 250,000.
Yeah, my dad said it's minuscule. He said it was minuscule.
What do you mean by minuscule? What?
Insignificant, very, very low, small.
Yeah, small threshold. Yes, yes.
They're out
like
to
taxes.
grab.
Yeah, you're saying there's threshold taxes. You have thresholds. You know.
Yankee Doodle, $2 dis. Would you rather a Pakistani or Thai woman?
Pakistani, probably.
There's some beautiful Pakistani women. I got to tell you that.
Yeah, but you're getting sexual. But he wants romance. He wants romance, romantic love.
Weezard, hello, Weezard.
Hello, my wonderful Pontiff, the Almighty Pontiff. How are you?
Hey. Malik Diamond, $20. Archie, let's accept this or move on, please. Fake me, Dad. I love you, Arch, but shite on bed, man. Boost him up or boot him out. I like this. Let's talk watches with this and Sard. I got to tell you, I wanted to ask you something, Paul. I didn't have the courage to ask you.
Go on.
What watch did the sushi chef have?
Probably a Seiko 5. I have no idea.
He wasn't into watches?
Not that I'm aware of. How would I know him? I didn't know him.
What about your ex-wife's parents? Were they into watches?
Yeah, no. Seiko. Well, you're always in that era. You're always loyal to the family. So if you're a Mitsubishi house or you're a Toyota house, or
that's what you did.
You buy all apparatus. Your white goods. Yes. So you always stayed loyal to the company, and they remind you when you need to replace your refrigerator, your cooker, your this, your that.
Yes.
It would be Mitsubishi. I can't remember all the companies now. It's so long ago. Mitsubishi.
Pontiff.
Yes.
When I was a little fucking kid back in Brooklyn, we had these concrete boats too. I've had such a wonderful life, Pontiff. I've had such a wonderful, blessed life. Especially now with you in it, Pontiff. Pontiff, you're the OG, Pontiff. Pontiff, I gotta go, man. But you're the OG. I love you, man. Goodbye.
Thanks, man. That's just so cool. Watch Weezard, $20. Kick the Weezard off. Thank you, Weezard. You know, Wizard's a man who's got a few problems himself there. He went through cancer. He beat cancer, and he's beaten the heart condition.
He's had some surgery lately. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I really love the Wizard. I love the Wizard. He is a good man.
He's got a great voice, isn't he? He's really
good. He's a very intellectual. He's an architect, a maths genius.
Yeah, Renaissance man.
Very Renaissance. You're going to start traveling again, Paul.
Yeah, when this gets out.
First country, first port of call.
want to St. Petersburg. I thought Japan, but no, probably.
I thought we agreed on Japan, Paul. That disappoints me.
There were thoughts about that, but no.
The Russian women are nasty. They will strip you blind. Haven't you learned anything from Jero on?
I like strong women. I like ball busters. Yeah.
Japan is the ultimate ball busters. They pretend to be nice, but they're just.
Yeah, you have a point.
And you speak Japanese. You speak Japanese.
No. Watashi wa po.
Hi.
Hajimashite,
You're just gonna say, keep saying hi. Hi.
So this. Hi. So this. Hi. So this. Watashi wa po desu.
Hi.
Another wa?
Yeah. No, look, it's kind of sad how you say this, but
Ikura desu ka? Ikura desu ka, son?
Desku.
Ikura desu ka? How much is that? That's what you want to know.
That's all you need to know.
Ikura desu ka? Yeah, how much?
I thought we were going to go to Japan. That was the place we were going to go. You're going to be happy. You're going to find.
No, there's no love in Japan.
There's no love in Japan. What do you mean by that? There is. There is. You just got to open your eyes.
No, I don't feel there's love for me in Japan. Done it.
Come
got
on.
T-shirt. Bollocks. That's it. How come? Okay, for example, let's get profound. How is it that both my daughters left Japan and went to America?
Watch Wizard
Why?
wants link.
Why did both my daughters leave Japan and go to America?
Oops, sorry, wrong.
And choose to live there and marry Americans and stay there. Explain to me why.
Maybe the American men were more charming.
Or Japan was less appealing. What is it that made them go? We haven't had this deep discussion because it doesn't matter. I just love being with them.
Wizard, how are you?
Mighty Pontiff, how are you?
Is this the real Wizard?
Told many ways from that monkey clown of yours and that other fiker Alexander. They're real geniuses, these guys.
They are. They're very clever. They love you, Wizard.
No fucking life, I guess.
They love you, Wizard. You're a man to be respected.
I was waiting for your buddy or our buddy, the rancher, I think, to send me the address and to send the fruit and flowers, but I haven't received anything yet.
Oh, I see.
I think Rancher was going to get me for the guy you did that big...
the blue shirt Buddha guy.
The one you raised all the money for.
Yes. I completely understand. I completely get what you're saying.
Unless the lady said no. Unless the wife said no, then I understand.
I'll actually send you a link in the private chat if you like.
Yeah, sure.
This is for Thomas Burdett. Thomas Burdett has got a really annoying voice. That dude has got one of the most annoying voices.
Worse than Marcelo?
Oh, my God.
The bird brain.
Yes. But look, he's got a heart of gold. He's the one who's tried to organize this stuff, okay? Now, the thing is, let's have a look here. Trying to find it.
I see you have Mr. Dish here today.
Yes, we do. We do.
Hey, Wizard, how you doing, my man?
Mazlum Kha.
Hey, good. How are you?
Besede, Ziyofi.
I love the Wizard, such a kid. He knows Hebrew.
Ketzat.
Yes.
מדברת עברית קצת. My Yiddish is better than my Hebrew.
I'm going to
It's
send
Swedish.
you, Wizard, in the private chat. I'm going to send you the email address for Thomas Burdett.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
He knows the.
Take a picture of that. I had a major fight today with these fuckers from Razer.
Oh, what happened?
I said, look, it's on your website. I've been arguing with you people for 2 weeks. Anything that starts from 1260 is a bad serial number. It's a defective $300 camera that will not upgrade the firmware. Oh, yes, we know about that. All right, what do you need? Oh, we need a screenshot of where it says it won't get upgraded and a copy of your receipt. I send it to them. 2 days later, I get an email. Oh, we need you to do a video. This what? What the fuck, your video? What do you think I am? I'm sorry, I don't work for you. I don't have time for that. Let me speak to the supervisor. Oh, we can't give you a super. You can't give. Okay, tell that fucking supervisor I'm calling American Express and Amazon. Take care. Shove it up your ass. And I hung up. I called Amex. They stopped the charge. They put it back on mine. They took away the money from them. And Amazon, because I'm a member of Prime, they sent me the return label already. Amazon was a bit of a fuddy-duddy too, though. Oh, yeah, well, it's 31 days. The 30-day cutoff, that means we're going to deduct $50 restock. I said, you're what? $50 restocking. Give me a supervisor now. Well, they took my number. The guy called me back 10 minutes. I go, I'm a member of Prime for like 10 years. You see my purchase history just this last year, about 50,000 alone. So I'll tell you what, cut my Prime off, give me my money back for next month that you already pre-billed me, and I'm done with you guys. Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll give you a free year of Prime. We won't deduct the $50, and we'll send you the label. Okay, then I'll stay. Do not buy a Razer. That's all I can say. Don't spend $300 on that stupid camera.
Who makes Razer? It's Razer. That's the brand.
Yeah, Razer's the brand, and it's the Keo Pro model. $259 plus tax. Of course, made in China by the lowest bidder. I see you have a Mr. Paul on here, but I've never seen him
He's
before.
very cool. This guy's a very cool English guy.
No, I'm not cool. I'm not cool, but hello, Wizard.
Hello, Mr. Paul. How are you, sir?
Mr. Wizard. Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, sir.
He was married to a Japanese lady, Wizard.
Oh, well.
Archie, we discussed this. I'm not defined by the history of nothing.
I think women both define and undefine us.
No, Archie could say, this is the man who found love in an English rose.
Oh.
I'm just having a fight at the moment, guys. Absolute ball, $5. With great respect, Wizard, are your tattoos gang associated or from the big house?
How do I answer that?
Oh, God.
They're from the streets of Brooklyn.
I'm having a fight with the customs officers at the moment because basically I bought, Wizard, let me tell you a story. I bought a tank français for my wife.
She attacks back. No.
It came from E-Lady, right? Anyhow, it came here. I wasn't happy with it. So I took it to a friend who's a watchmaker. Sorry, he buys and sells watches. He said, yeah, I understand your concern. He just said, send it back, send it back. So I sent it back. Now I'm trying to get the tax back. And these dickheads at Border Force, they're saying to me, this is what they said to me. Hi, Paul. The fact that you received the refund is not evidence the watch was counterfeit. Please provide further evidence. For example, a statement from the seller agreeing the watch is counterfeit and was refunded accordingly. I mean, this is bullshit.
That's
the seller's not going to admit to nothing. What sort of idiot is that?
Brother.
Hello, Donna. I returned the watch as it came with a 14-day I said, with a 14-day
They return
Guarantee
policy.
return privilege. I was unhappy with the item and returned it as I was not satisfied with the item. Regardless of whether the watch is genuine or counterfeit, I return the watch to the original seller overseas for a full refund. The item was returned to Japan and they have now refunded my money in full. I now seek a full refund of the customs duties and
Import
GST
tax.
taxes.
But Archie, this bureaucracy takes a few weeks, doesn't it, to finally resolve?
I sent this item back. And regardless of the reason, the important fact is that it was returned to the original country
Of origin.
of origin. There we go. Is that rude or not?
No, not at all.
You're allowed to express yourself, even when dealing with VAT and customs.
I just can't believe this. Hello, Donna. I returned the watch as it came with a 14-day return privilege. I was unhappy with the item and returned it as I was not satisfied with the item. Regardless of whether the watch is genuine or counterfeit, I returned the watch to the original seller overseas for a full refund. This item was returned to Japan and they have now refunded my money in full. I now seek a full refund of the customs duties and taxes. I sent this item back and regardless of the reason, the important fact is that it was returned to the original country of origin.
Well, it sounds extremely fair and a very good letter. Yes.
I don't know what I can say. These people are fucking just assholes.
Yeah,
here.
As good as you can say, express
I might say
clearly
that.
and honestly. Yeah.
Are you telling me that my application for a refund is being refused?
Denied.
If so, please advise the Director General of your department so I can personally contact them. If so, please advise the email address for your head of department so I can personally
Escalate this matter.
Complain to the top level. I have no issues with writing. I have no issues with writing to the minister and
the media. And don't say complain, say you want to escalate this matter.
This is completely
unacceptable.
Outrageous. Outrageous that I need to argue with you over an item that has already been returned to the country of origin.
In parentheses, I would put, and I have proof of shipping it.
Why can't I get my, why can't I get my taxes
refunded?
Kind regards, Paul Pluto. What do you think? Is that rude to say that?
Not at all.
No, I think it's very fair. It's absolutely.
I sent this item back, and regardless of the reason, the important fact is that it was returned to the original country of origin. Here we go. Are you telling me that my application for a refund is being refused? If so, please advise the email address for your head of department so I can personally complain to the top level.
Don't say complain, so I can escalate this matter further.
So I can personally, you say escalate.
I can escalate the matter further.
Escalate.
Escalate is a good word. It's a very good word.
This matter to the top level.
There you go.
I have no issues with writing to the minister and the media. This is completely outrageous that I need to argue with you over an item that has already been returned to the country of origin. Why can't I get my taxes / duties
Refunded.
refunded? Okay, what do you reckon? Send that?
Yes.
Yeah, send.
I just can't believe that. You know, this is fucking... It's not too rude, is it? What do you think?
It's not rude at all.
Copy to the Prime Minister.
I think it's very articulate and straight to the point. But, you know, bureaucracy is going to take a few weeks. When did you get the watch and when did you return the watch?
Well, actually, they've been pretty quick, but
They were quick.
I asked them for the money back. They asked me for proof that I've sent it back, proof of this, proof of that.
Sir.
I said, okay.
No, I get it, sir. Yeah, I certainly get it. But it was only like a week or two ago you got it, the watch. So
yes, yeah, they have actually been pretty good, but now they're trying to nip me off.
It doesn't mean you have to accept government bullshit to
100%. I don't need to fucking accept anything from them. I mean, this is...
No, you do not. Absolutely.
Wizard. Absolute bore.
I get
Wizard
your
of
anger.
plastic and a bottle of single malt. Thank you.
I get your anger.
I got to tell you this. You know what pisses me off? The fucking bastards, right? The dickheads sent it by DHL. The sender sent it by DHL. DHL, they overdo all the fucking duties and taxes. Wizard?
Yeah.
Right? It's like Canada. You get fucked over a barrel, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then these sons of bitches are arguing with me. The guy, I've sent the fucking thing back. They've already given me my money back. It hit my credit card. And these fuckers are trying to weasel out of giving me my taxes and duty back.
You know, that's the government, brother.
It's control.
I mean, the guy who sold it to me, he's not going to admit anything. He's just going to say, you're unhappy, send it back, I'll give you your money back.
We got your money back. So,
yeah, but these fuckwits are saying that I need a letter from him saying, yes, it was counted. He's not going to admit to jack shit.
But that's
the way of the fucking world. You got to fucking deal with the process.
It's a moot point because you returned it. Doesn't matter why you returned it. You did, so you want your taxes
money,
back.
You have to do that. It's fucking shit, but you have to do it.
The watch is no longer in Australia. It's back in Japan. So give me my money back.
You've expressed your anger enough about the system and how it works. And whether they're going to do anything about that, of course they're not. But you've expressed your anger. But, you know, you got your money back. You sent the watch back. E-Lady sent you the money back, refund.
I mean, I can't fucking believe this. Regardless, what they're saying is if you don't have a valid reason, this is the weasel words, if you don't have a valid reason, you're fucked. That's what they're politely saying.
Yeah.
But it's regardless, man. It's out of the country.
Well, well done for pursuing it, because every one of you,
Super chat.
20 do not. For every one of you, 20 do not pursue this avenue and don't get
Mr. Tudor to you, $10. Good to hear Wizard back at Camp 1. It's been a while. IRMAO. Where's JJ? Tossing pizzas or driving neutral? Get on, bro. BR.
Obrigado, verdade. Obrigado.
It just makes me so angry. You know that? I just find these fucking bureaucrats.
Bureaucrats
fucked me on the tax. They fucked me on the tax.
Don't talk to me about it. Don't talk to me about it. I know all about it. Fuck it.
That's why my dad doesn't want to. He actually wants to settle in England. He said the only problem is if I go to England and if I say I died, the bastards would rape the estate for 40%.
Oh yeah.
What's the Aussie tax? What do you charge?
We don't have death duties.
None at all.
No, no.
I'm coming to be with you.
I'm serious. And Japan's got death
what?
duties
Are
too. You know that?
serious? You don't have death duty.
No.
You sure?
1,000,000%.
Beg your pardon. So of course you know. Wow.
No, actually, we had a conservative government that made it very proud to say no death duties in Queensland, and then Australia followed. And I got to tell you,
state or what? What?
Sorry.
So from state to state.
No, all of Australia now has no death duty.
Overall, no
Cookie
death
Monster, $2. Careful what you say to government. Tried to jail you before.
Green room.
Hey guys, what's going on?
We met
Yankee
one.
Doodle, $2.
Yeah,
This is growing me like mold. Green room. This is the brilliant man who did the Wizard. This is the brilliant young man. What did you think?
Yeah, that plastic guy. I think he went a bit far that time. You know.
He's a monkey
Wizard.
clown jackass.
It's this guy. It wasn't plastic. It's this guy here. Plastic's not smart enough to do this.
Anyone.
It was Green Room.
Green room did it yesterday for sure.
Yes.
I've never impersonated anyone. I don't really agree with these.
I recognize his
accusations.
undertones. I know the undertones.
These accusations.
Whoever it is
are
can
just-
kiss my ass.
It's a lot of nonsense, guys.
Morocco sales $5. Just read today the experts want to bring death duties in. Yeah, but try getting it through. They won't get it through Parliament.
I'm fucking astonished. You have no death duty in Australia.
No. I tell you what, death duties are fucking evil. They fucking tax you when you fucking earn the money.
Yeah.
Then if you make money out of a good investment, they fucking tax you again on a capital gains tax. Then you have a big estate, they fucking tax you on death. When the fuck do you actually able to do anything with this?
How often is an item or something taxed 3 or 4 times over? Fucking how many times do you tax something or an object or a house or a property or a piece of equipment or anything?
Canada's terrible as well, Wizard, aren't they?
Cracky, yeah. So Australia's the place to go then.
Well, there's a few countries, but I got to tell you, death duties are fucking evil. They are evil shit. Israel doesn't have death duties, do you, Dis?
We don't. No, we don't. What the hell is that?
Yeah, death duties is when someone dies, the government wants a percentage.
Well, you've already paid tax throughout your life. So
I know. How fucking ridiculous is it?
Time and time again. How much tax?
It's lunacy.
Right
Absolutely.
to the bone, fucking bone.
I'm just going to go to the toilet. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Yeah, I can say
Yeah,
much
sure.
that way. Oh.
With you, this, what's going on with you, man? What's the latest?
I changed my setup. Do you see?
Oh yeah, that's right. I noticed you had the green screen behind you.
Yeah.
It's no longer a thing.
Now I have my bed behind me.
See. So as for the Milgauss, you're giving it to your daughter for her 40th. Is that correct?
Oh, you remembered? Yeah, for a
remember
40th.
that one.
Yeah, very much so. Yes. Yeah. I'm going to stick with my my Amiga Aquaterra. So my everyday watch, anything, do it all, anything, everything. I don't need more than 2. One watch is enough.
And so, what's the latest with the Daytona situation? You got a new Daytona. What's going on there?
The Daytona is not keeping a good time. It is not accurate enough.
Ooh.
It's garbage. Rolex is just a hype, it's just a hype. It is nothing but a watch.
I agree. It's gonna.
We beg about these 80s and stuff, and we wait for 4 and 5 years to get just one watch. At the end of the day, it's just a watch, and that too an inaccurate one.
Which one you have, Saad?
Sir, I have
wrong one.
most of them are day dates. 6 of day dates and 1 Daytona.
Which Daytona?
116520.
Maybe it just needs a service.
I'm just joking. It's keeping very well. Plus minus. No, sorry, 3.5 a day, seconds a day.
Okay.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
I was just offered a Panda.
It's a very beautiful, but the prices have gone so up. It's out of my reach
But I
now.
get dealer price, so
You have contacts. Wizard, you are in a totally different league. You're a different guy.
I just lucky that I've been a dealer for many years, so.
And I love you because you don't worship these things. You
No.
love them to a certain point, but
Yes.
it's not that life ends if you don't have one, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah. And this is not even your primary business. You are an architect, which
No,
is
I'm an
10
architect,
billion
yes.
times better profile than being a watch dealer.
Oh,
Anyway.
definitely.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Wizard, how's the root beer going? You had one of those, didn't you? You still
Yeah.
wearing it?
Not as much because I'm enjoying my Panerai right now.
Oh, okay, right. I see.
But I
Here he
also
is.
Holy shit.
ordered a
Has he
new
collapsed?
big pilot.
Has he collapsed?
Who this? No, he's just reading something or texting something.
I got to tell you, man, fuck it irritates. I'm so fucking angry now. The government, fuck me dead. They're just trying to get every fucking cent they can out of me. Every fucking cent they can get out of me.
Archie, tell me this, please. Why in the world did you had to buy this Cartier from all the way from Japan? Why?
Indeed, yeah.
I was an idiot. They had pumpkin sale. Okay,
Cheap
they had a
selling,
pumpkin sale there.
The best price.
Well, actually, the price was in hindsight, the price wasn't even that. They didn't look. I've bought things from this company before. They have provided reasonable product at a reasonable price. Okay, I've dealt with them 3 or 4 times before. I've got friends who have dealt with them. I thought, you know what? I'll take a gamble.
Super chat.
LA Meth Witch, $2. We don't need GF in Australia. Governments fuck us daily. We don't need GF. What's a GF?
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Government. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, we all know that.
I'm just so angry at the moment. Yankee Doodle, $2. 5153R or 5296R, the ultimate dress watch. The 5153R, that's got the hinge back. I'd go for the 5296. 5296. Absolutely beautiful. Rose gold version of that. Yeah, that's a gorgeous watch. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely.
Hey Archie,
beautiful.
can I ask you something about
Sure.
that guy, that Belgian French fellow in Hong Kong?
Yes.
What's his name?
Marcelo.
Uptick Watches.
Uptick. Oh, that guy. Yes.
What do you think of the couple of Pateks he's got?
Look, it's quite interesting. I love his accent. He's got a great accent there.
Yeah, he's quite a nice guy. So,
he's got a 5134. He's got the travel time paddock, which is actually, I'll just call it up. That particular
they're interesting. They're quite nice watches.
Mr. Tudor.
Apart from yours, of course.
No. He's Mr.
I'd like to know what you think.
Oh, we did him?
I think he's got 2 that are quite nice.
Question for Saad: 458 or 488, and why? That's the Ferrari question.
The newer, the better. Simple as that.
The newer.
488 is much better, much more beautiful than a 458.
Actually, I made a video saying I'd never been in a Ferrari before. I had someone who took me for a drive in the F8 Tributo. The F8. That's even after the 488. The Tributo. Yes. Amazing car. Very quickly.
This are very beautiful.
This is the one that Upkeep's got. He's got this here. It's actually a manual wind travel time. You know what? Seriously, this is a fucking amazing watch. Yeah. You look at the Aquanaut travel time. It's selling for ridiculous money. This is fucking cooler. This is a cooler watch.
It's got a beautiful body, don't you think?
100%. And I don't understand why everyone's gone crazy for
Am I right? And he says it's like 37, but it wears, or 36, and it wears like 38 or something.
Yeah, it's a 37, but it wears. Yeah, it's a
It
beautiful.
wears a bit like, yeah.
He's got some nice. He had to sell a few things off to pay a tax bill recently.
That's right. He's gonna.
And he also had that horrible theft. Remember, he sold his JLC gold one
and the Milgauss
and the Milgauss, and the bastards. What they did is they deposited it. It looked like it had been made. Payment had been made, but it was just a dummy check. And they bloody. It was a disaster.
I don't know. I think it was a very foolish oversight on his part, because
I think it was, because you want cleared funds in your account.
Because when you look in your account, it says deposited funds, cleared funds.
Two different things, aren't they?
Any kid knows that. Deposited funds, cleared funds. So if it's deposited funds, you don't accept them as cleared funds until they're cleared.
I totally agree with you. Anyhow, he ended up getting. He had to go and he found them. The police found them, and then he had to. He paid half. What the hell was he doing paying anything? I would have said, "These are my fucking goods. Give me my fucking goods back." I don't understand him. I don't understand.
Well, they would put you under cardiac arrest, and they would have arrested you. I don't know. God knows. But he got it all back, didn't he?
He paid half of the money back.
Well,
that's thousands of dollars.
We don't know all the fine details.
I know, he told you. He made a video.
Yeah.
He paid half. I was vomiting.
Well, of course, the police aren't going to pursue watches over crime.
It's just ridiculous, you know.
But so that was that one. What was the other one he had? He had a very other nice one.
I might ring this bird.
He had a world time.
What do you reckon? I ring this bird now or not?
Can't ring
do
it.
What do you reckon?
You need to have her on loudspeaker so we can hear what she's saying.
Tell her I'm happy to know
that,
you.
They could get really nasty. But
I want to know you more.
I'll just see. Just see if I can get in touch. Just hang on.
Shh.
Just goes to a message bank. They don't answer the fucking phone. They don't answer the phone. Fuck me dead.
Toyota Mo.
Toyota Mo, $5. Arch, the 5212 has been the watch I can't stop looking at lately. Your thoughts, please. Pull it up for the punters. 5212, that's the weekly calendar. To be honest with you, it is fucking gorgeous. The problem is it's a steel Patek Calatrava and it sells for a massive, massive, massive premium. I think it's fucking gorgeous. The problem is the price. It's steel. It's steel. It's absolutely amazing. It's an amazing watch. Guys, I'm going to wrap this show up in about 12 minutes. I think that's what we'll do today.
You know, Archie.
I'm just in a bad mood at the moment. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just in a really fucking bad mood at the moment. Okay?
Why, Archie? Why?
Because I'm trying to get my tax back. I bought this stupid watch, right?
Maybe you should just let it go.
I tried to make a Japanese woman happy. You know, they just fucking pissed me off, you know? And look how it bit me in the ass there, Paul. Look how it's fucking bit me in the ass. Tried to make a Jap woman happy. Just fucking impossible. And the thing is, I sent the watch back. They gave me my money back. Now I'm trying to get the duty and taxes back because I got raped when I bought the thing, right? So it came to me. I wasn't happy with it. I sent it back. And now they're saying to me they want proof it was counterfeit. And I thought, fuck me, Dad. What the fuck? The seller's not going to admit nothing. I mean, these people are so far removed from the commercial world, it's not funny.
With all respect, Archie, it's early days. You just recently got the receipt back from those you returned it to. You got your money back there. I wouldn't suggest
They're gonna fight with these people. To
No,
get a fucking...
yeah, you could do all the fucking aggro, all right, but you got the basic back, and then you got to deal with this. Ah,
it just makes me mad. You know, this they just want proof. It's been sent back.
I get your grief. I get your misery. God,
Archie, don't get stressed.
don't let it take over. It's not worth taking over.
Yeah.
And
yeah, but
Super
it's
chat
just
from my imposter.
Oh, here we go. My imposter. Here we go. Super
Oh, no,
chat.
it's Tim.
Tim Wright, $2. No good deed goes unpunished, Arch. What good deed did I do?
what does that fucking mean?
Well, you tried to do something nice for your wife, and it got punished.
Oh, okay.
That's what he means.
Yeah, well, you know, it's just you're dealing with bureaucracy, government. It's just shit, you know. It's just a disaster. I got to tell you, this watch is beautiful. If I had the money, I think it's beautiful. If you can, the problem is they're hard to get. What are you going to play dealer games?
Boy, it's quite stunning. Is it enamel or what is
steel? And the font.
What's the dial? What dial is it?
The dial is actually it's somebody's handwriting. It's not a font. It's handwritten. I mean, not each one is handwritten, but what I'm saying is the master. That's what they did. They. It's just so casual for a paddock. I think it's gorgeous watch. I absolutely love this watch, and the font is like handwriting. It's just gorgeous, and it's steel. It's just beautiful, but it's fucking expensive. You know, this is so expensive. See, for the same sort of. Sorry.
How much?
I can tell you that. I thought you were going to ask that. See, the problem is, it's the fact that you can't get this watch. Let's have a look. Let's have a look together. Here we go. Where did I go? Chrono 24. Let's go to Chrono 24 and call it up. This is the problem. So we just Patek.
Probably 2 available.
1, 2. No, there's quite a lot of them. Okay, $50,000 US. There you go. $50,000. Okay, 50 grand. That's because my currency set to US. $50,000. I mean,
and if you order one of these overseas, you were talking big taxes.
Yeah,
I'd rather buy a new house or build in the back garden.
Oh, well, that's exactly it. $50,000 US is just.
It's a bit bizarre.
Well, I mean, it's supply and demand.
I mean, it's quite beautiful, but really, nothing's worth. Is something worth that? To be honest with me, is it worth that?
That's the whole thing. Is it worth that? You know, it's. Is it
worth your hard-earned money? I mean, when you work for your money, you get your money. Do you think, will I pay for that with my money?
$50,000 US. I can tell you, in Australia,
that's a huge amount, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It is. It is a lot of money. I'll tell you what it is. I'll tell you how much it is there.
Go on.
Just having a look. Where is this bloody thing? What the fuck is that? What's it under complications? Where is it? Because it's part of the.
Yes.
It's a complication, is it?
Yes, it is.
Fuck me dead. Here we go. Found it. 5212. Did it? Come on. 50,000 Aussie. So that means you're paying basically you're paying 30 cents, 30% premium, 30% premium, because the Aussie dollar is it's about 1 Aussie is 73 US cents, something like that. Holy shit. It's what do you think, Weezard? What do you think of this watch? It's gorgeous.
I think it's gorgeous.
Is it worth the money?
Well, if you like Paddock and you like something original,
and you want something steel, and you and
you have disposable income, go for it.
Yeah.
Patek is always a bit classy. You don't meet a Patek owner.
No, you're right. It is absolutely gorgeous.
Absolutely, it is class. It is pure class. But whereas I would expect to see like 1 or 2 available at that price.
Oh, because it's such a big premium. People thought they'd cash in, you know.
Yeah, but I only expect to see 1 or 2 available.
Oh, there's none available in the store. This is
how many
grey
are
market.
there? Yeah, there's
30 of the bastards. 30. 30.
30. Well, exactly. So it's nothing unique at all.
No, it's not. Of course not. This is this crazy world we live in, Paul. It's all fucked. You know this?
It's fucking bizarre, isn't it?
Mm.
I'm not impressed at all.
Nah, it's just this world is just crazy. Car prices. You seen car prices lately have gone through the roof.
Huh.
Car prices.
Yep.
Car prices. Car. Who the fuck cares about a car?
It was quite beautiful, but 12 grand, I'll take it.
That's it. 100%.
About 12 grand, I
I'm with
reckon it's about its price. Yeah.
Man, I'm
12
with
grand.
you. Believe you me, Paulie. My 5196, that's what I paid. I paid 13.5 US for the fucking thing. That's right. 13,000. Yeah, that's about right. 12 grand. Yeah. 100%, Paulie. It's not worth fucking $15,000.
Fucking leather strap, you can buy that for 20 quid. So
Exactly. Yeah. No, you hit it on the
it's
head.
fucking bullshit, man. It depends how much cash you got to spend on expendables or surplus to your requirements, and my goodness, it makes no sense whatsoever. It's just fucking crazy. It's mad. It's fucking mad. Sorry. I know you're a watch channel. You like watches. Sorry.
I completely agree with you, man. It's all crazy.
Fucking hell. There's so many other things I could do with money in life.
Oh, fucking hell. Could you imagine how many weeks we could stay in a whorehouse?
Yes, sex, love, rock and roll.
We could like, I reckon you get a 1 year.
Imagine around the world 10 times over and back with that fucking piece of shit.
Exactly.
No, what a bollocks.
If you gave that to a woman, you may not even get a fuck. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't give it to me. I mean,
Archie, are your days of gifting, nice gifts to your wife over after this whole situation?
Absolutely over.
Never again?
I got to pay my tax bill. I got a tax bill. I got a dishwasher.
I'm shocked.
Yeah, I got a dishwasher to replace. I've got a tax bill to pay. Yeah, I got a few fucking things on at the moment, Green Room.
What about that? What about the back pain?
I want one of them.
The back pain's gone.
Excellent. Okay.
Oh, good for you, mate. Back pain's a horrible thing. It doesn't work out.
Oh, it's fucking awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
Awful. I was just down. I was really down that week. It's funny how it gets you, you know?
Health is better than this shit.
You're 100% right. The most valuable thing you can have is your health, you know?
Indeed.
There is nothing. You can't put a price on your health. And
yes, and saying that on
it's
I'm shocked. I don't know about watches that much. So.
No, you're a good guy. Guys, I'm going to wrap this baby up in 2 minutes. I want to thank you for coming. I want to say thanks. I know sometimes I'm just in a bad mood there. Fucking taxes, death and taxes. I just can't believe this shit. No, you know what? You're 100% right, Paulie. Death duties, that's fucking evil. It's fucking evil shit.
Well, it's not evil because you don't have them.
But the rich don't pay it, of course, because they got trusts and things set up so that it doesn't even matter. You know what I mean?
Look, it's a fair bench because if you make money, you don't mind paying it. If you don't make money, it's like the Jamie Hopkins thing. You know, he said he doesn't mind paying taxes if he's on a good earn. So,
Archie, are you going to continue to pursue the refund? Or are you just going to let it go? What are you going to do?
No, it's not the refund. It's not his money.
I've sent the reply. Right. No.
I'm not giving up. Taxes. He's got the money.
Why would I give up?
It's just causing you a lot of mental damage. You know, maybe you'd be happy just letting it go.
It would give me more mental damage if I did nothing. At least I can whinge about it for 6 months.
Yeah, some good content.
Talk to me and I'll get you a bucket and a piece of string and write what they've been saying in the chat room.
Exactly.
Idiot.
It's a disaster. It's a disaster.
Everybody's a fucking disaster.
Archie, how much is the tax refund?
Okay, so the watch was
It's
about
beyond
3,000
equivalent.
Australian, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in US dollars, it was 2,300 US, okay, 2,200 US. Okay, the taxes were about 450 fucking dollars. 450 fucking dollars.
Oh. Thought it was less than that. Okay.
No, because it's GST plus duty. Plus duty. Yeah.
We're talking a couple of hundred.
Don't leave them,
okay,
Archie.
450.
Don't, it's a lot of money. Even
No,
if
no,
you
I'm
kill
not
them.
fucking leaving nothing. I
Archie,
don't mind
you
sending
sorted
an
first
email
base.
off.
First base, you got your money back from the watch. E-lady said, cool, here's your money. You got your money. Okay?
Yeah.
Next base is dealing with bureaucrats in Australia. Big fucking deal. You'll get it. But it's going to take you a long time, and you don't like the wrangling, and it's a fucking pain.
I fucking don't care the wrangling. I don't give a
fucking
fuck
hate
about
it
wrangling.
too.
I'm unemployed.
We're on the same level.
Better to do. I got nothing better to do
But
than
you're going
fucking
to get it
send
anyway.
emails off.
You'll fucking get it. So what? You made a mistake. Don't buy overseas. Don't
It's always
fucking
the
buy
nasty
overseas
fucker who
again.
gets it, but isn't it the nice guy? He just goes away.
Super chat.
You really have to.
Humble Pine, $10. Just literally checked in before you sign off. Godspeed, Archie. Please bring Tim and JJ back if you can. I want them back. I do. We're working on that. I opened the show. They are both welcome to come on. Okay, guys, I gotta go.
Don't bring any of them back. They're all fucking poison.
Bye, Archie. Take care.
They are poison. Look, you heard it from his mouth. Look at this. Paul, can you come back? I'll be back tomorrow. You come back?
Yeah,
I really
Monday,
fucking
Tuesday,
enjoyed
Wednesday,
it.
when you're quiet. I like you.
I
when
want
you're
you to be
quiet.
the angry fucker. I want you to
No,
be the
I
angry
like you when you're
fucker,
quiet.
not the
I like
guy
you. Give
them
whose
tough
wife
time.
ran
I
off
like
with the
you when
sushi
you're
chef.
I like you
Give
when
them-
you're civilized.
Okay, thank you.
Archie, give
And
them
then
tough
one
time.
more thing before you go,
And hemorrhage.
Archie, you
Yes.
know, Archie,
Yes.
from a heartfelt notion, don't define me as the guy whose wife left him for a sushi chef. Talk about
You're
guy
the
with the
guy
milk house.
whose wife
The man
defined
who
him
became
for a
happy.
chain of sushi restaurants. He's the millionaire businessman who had a chain of sushi restaurants.
Good night,
Thank
Archie.
you. Thank you,
I like
guys.
you very much.
Good night.
Hey, man, you come back anytime. It's great. We had a good chat.